Hi, folks. Well, today I'm doing something a little different. I think many of you know that I don't typically do promotion and reviews of other people's books on my YouTube channel. Part of that is because I just don't want to have to say yes to some people and no to others, and because I have a lot of friends who write books. And yet in this case, I'm making an exception because, as you can see from looking at the cover here, I wrote the foreword. My friend Travis Trinca asked me to do so as he was working on the manuscript for this book. And there's a picture of Travis right there. Hi, Travis. He's an Australian Freemason and Rosicrucian who I think very highly of, and I'm glad that he has done this wonderful work that I think is a major contribution to Rosicrucian literature, certainly within the 21st century body of Rosicrucian literature, if not the whole scope. This is a fantastic book. I have the hard copy here that was gifted to me by Travis. It's also going to be available in softback and in Kindle, if I'm not mistaken. And it's coming out on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day in many of our locales, certainly here in the United States. And I think that's very appropriate with the emphasis on love. And while Valentine's Day is often hallmarked for romantic love, we know that all love has the same source. And I think Travis had that in mind when he chose this date for publication. You can see here this title, Compendium. That ought to get the attention of anybody familiar with Rosicrucian literature. I'll just leave that as a teaser for people who may or may not be as familiar with some of the Latin mottos that are found in Rosicrucian literature. Okay, let's take a look inside. You're going to see that this is just filled with information, lots of history, information about different personalities that have been important to the Rosicrucian movement, lots of illustrations that I'm going to show you more of, lots of information about organizations and groups of different kind, different streams of the Rosicrucian tradition. And Travis also offers us some glimpses into his own life and experience as a student of this tradition. He does a wonderful job in all of it, and I think in addition to finding a very useful resource for learning about and coming to a greater understanding of Rosicrucianism, you'll also find yourself making connection with the heart and mind of the person who's gifting us with this wonderful work. Now, about those illustrations. One of the wonderful things here is that we're getting color illustrations. That's one from the Secret Symbols of the Rosicrucians. Great illustration. There's one, Christ knocking on the door. Let's see here. The Magdalene. And in addition to illustrations, he does a lot of things to catch our attention and make us think. Look at this. In the conclusion, what a subtitle. The Rosicrucian Secret Revealed. Well, if that doesn't get your attention, what will? And he saves it for the very last of the book. Way to go, Travis. So that's about it for now in terms of what I want to share with you about the book. I may say some more in the future. I'm certainly going to be using this book as a resource for myself. Travis has done a great deal of research to back this up. It's well cited. There's a great bibliography in the back. And I put this right up there with the works of Mackintosh and Churton and so many others, really good quality scholars who have contributed to modern literature on the Rosicrucian tradition. If you've got some spare change, I highly recommend that you get this book as soon as it's available. And for those of you who do podcasts, man, I really recommend that you do a book review of this for your own listeners, and contact Travis and see if he can do an interview with you. I think he has a lot to share. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.